Hello, I'm Neil. Today I want to introduce the importance of being earnest. The importance of being earnest is a comedy drama. I think it is very exciting and worth watching. Summary of the importance of being earnest by Oscar Wilde. The Importance of Being Earnest is a comedy play written by Oscar Wilde in 1895. It is one of Wilde's most famous works. The play used clever and funny dialogue to make fun in Victorian society. Wilde exaggerates situations to show how silly some society rules were, especially ideas about marriage, identity, and class. The story follows two men, Jack and Algernon, who pretend to be someone named Ernest in order to escape their responsibility and find love. But things get complicated when their lives start to catch up with them. The play shows how people at the time care too much about appearance and names instead of honesty and real emotion. Wilde wants to point out how fake some social customs were. Even though it's over 100 years old, the play is still very funny and meaningful today. It reminds us to be true to ourselves and not just follow society rules blindly. Content: the story about two young men, Jack Wolfing and Ernest Musgrave. They both use the name Ernest to live double lives. Jack lives in the countryside, but when he goes to London, he pretends to be honest. Algernon, on the other hand, makes up a sick friend called Bunbury so he can escape from social duties. In the play, Jack falls in love with Gwendolen. She believes his name is Ernest. Algernon falls in love with Cecily, who is Jack's ward. He also calls himself Ernest. Both women say they want to marry a man named Ernest. This case is a lot of confusion. In the end, their lies are discovered, but everything ends happily. Jack finds out that his real name is actually Ernest, and both couples are free to get married. This play is comedy. It uses mistaken identity, love, and satire to make fun of seriously Victorian values. Now let's look at the main scenes of play. The importance of being earnest. The characters hide their real identities. They do this either for love or to make life easier. Second, the marriage and social status. In the play, marriage is not always about love. It is often seen as a way to get a social advantage. Finally, language and wordplay. The title is pun. It's play on the name Ernest and the word earnest, which means it's honest. The play jokes about whether people are truly honest or just pretending. These scenes show how Oscar Wilde used humor and criticized Victorian society. The play makes fun of Victorian society. It shows how people care too much about status and appearance. The characters lie about their name just to find love. This shows how shallow people can be. The title, The Importance of Being Earnest, is a pun. No one in the play is truly earnest, which means honest. My reflection: I think the importance of being earnest is a funny and smart play. It made me laugh, but it's also made me think about how people care too much about image and names. I learned that being honest and true to yourself is more important than trying to please society. This story also reminds me that sometimes people lie or pretend to be someone else just to fit in or get what they want. In the play, all Jack and Algernon lie about their names and gun love or accept duty. But in the end, the truth comes out. It shows how lines it can be funny, but they can also create problems. From this story, I learned that honest and being true is yourself is very important. The characters in the play pretend to be someone they are not, just to impress others or accept responsibility. But in the end, the truth comes out and things only work out when they stop lying. I also learned that names, appearance, and social status don't matter as much as we think. What really matters is being sincere and genuine, not just following what society expects. The play told me that using humor is a powerful way to talk about serious problems like identity, love, and social pressure.